Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Cece and this is Cece's makeup. Alright guys, so I am going to do a review on these Rimmel London concealers as well as the Rimmel London foundation. I linked a video before that was supposed to review the entire set, but I didn't use the foundation, which I didn't find out that until after I uploaded the video, which is crazy. But anywho, yes, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys see how this Rimmel London works. I will be giving you guys some tips, and I will also let you know if I approve of this makeup for as far as my opinion goes, guys. So stay tuned, keep watching, and as of right now, what I'm doing here is I am showing you guys the technique that I do when I carve out my brows here. So it's just a little bit of a detailed brow here, so you guys can kind of see how I do it. It doesn't take me a really long time, but this is definitely what I do, and it's just easy for me to do it this way. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do here is just take a Real Technique face brush here, and I am just going to pat that concealer into my skin and get it down. I don't want it to be as bright as I have it here on my lid, so I'm just going to pat it in to my eye here, and I also don't want it to crease as well, so I'm going to make sure that I have it blended out as much as I can, guys. Okay guys, so as a side note here, as I use this concealer, I do want to let you guys know that I did double conceal, and that's how I got it to the color payoff that I wanted it. Now the foundation is a light coverage. It's buildable, but I have to put a lot on there in order to get the coverage that I need, and that's why I'm showing you guys here in this video how thin it is, and also was letting you guys know that is 2 layers of the concealer. So if you guys get the drift, you can definitely tell how thin it is. It's practically like skin. So if you're one of the people who likes things like that, you can do that. And I also know as well, I have to set those concealers, because if I don't set this one in particular, it will crease. I did notice that as I was filming the video, and I just went in with some translucent powder just to set it, just to make sure it doesn't crease, because I don't want it to mess up my overall eye look here. Now I'm going to go into this Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. I'm going to be pulling from a couple different palettes, and I'm just going to go in with a brown color just to apply color back to my lid per usual. Okay guys, so I just wanted to add in the fact that I used the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, and I also used 2 other palettes, which was a Morphe palette. I think it's the 35M palette, or 35V is one of those. And that's where I got all of my colors from. Basically, I used 2 palettes, if I'm not mistaken. I will link them down in the bio as well. And then I just popped a little red from out of the ColourPop, the small mini red palette. I put that as my crease color, and I also used the red gold in that palette as well. So that's how I ended up with that eye color right there, the gold one. And right now I'm adding the e.l.f. Putty Primer to my face before I go ahead and lay this Rimmel London foundation. I do want to let you guys know that I sort of second guessed it. Well, I'm not even going to say I sort of second guessed it. I did second guess this stuff. Like, once I seen the concealers, like, I was completely like, no. But then I was like, I'm going to give the entire face a chance. So here I am giving it a chance here. And so far, I can say in between the numbers 1 through 10, I give the foundation maybe a 6, 7. And for the concealers, I give like a 2. The concealers to me would be something that I would use if I was going for something really, really light. And if I didn't want my eyeshadows to be pigmented. So, that's the only way that I would use it, So for people who actually like that look, I think this would be good for them to use. And also it's a drugstore product and it isn't as expensive. Okay, guys, so this Rimmel London foundation, it's a matte foundation. To me, the texture of the foundation is a really, really light texture. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin at all, which is a plus for me. Also, the Rimmel London foundation, as far as the coverage goes, I think it's full coverage. I really like it. I didn't have to build the foundation up. Only thing that I don't like as I'm pointing here is that it's a little greasy, and I feel like a matte foundation should be more drying, and it might just be me because I double primed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that shine out of my face. So I'm just showing you guys here the color concealers and how the spoolie looks, how small it is, and I'm going to also do a comparison for my e.l.f. spoolie and compare it to this Rimmel London spoolie. So it's very, very tiny, which have you dipping back in the jar a lot depending if how much you use concealer, and I use my concealers a lot, so I have to dip back and forth in it a lot for this part, which is something that's minor, but I thought to just add that on so you guys can get a full explanation of what I was experiencing while I was reviewing this makeup palette here. So as I'm doing now, I am just going to go ahead and conceal under my eyes, and I use the second darkest shade on there, which was a deep olive. And I am going to do that in all the spots where I usually highlight here. And keep watching, guys.
What we do here is go back, 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 back.
So here, guys, you can see where I'm taking a Real Techniques beauty blender and blending out the concealer. I want it to blend in as good as I can get it to blend into the foundation here. I did notice that with the concealers, they do start to crease underneath my eye area, but I can fix that. I'm going to make sure that I get everything looking right for the video. And when concealers crease, I usually don't like that. So for that reason, that's why I'm giving it a bad review as far as the concealers go, because the concealers to me aren't worth it. I would rather for you guys to go out and buy like a Maybelline Fit Me, a CoverGirl, or somewhere up in there, because you get more coverage. And a couple of those ones that I named, I hadn't seen any creases, and I've done videos on both of those makeup foundations and concealers and things like that on my other videos as well, if you guys want to check that out. So now, as you guys can see here, I'm going in with that same translucent powder that I applied to my lid, and here I'm just showing you guys how much it's creasing. I didn't like it. It really was creasing here, guys, and that's why you'll see me lean into the camera and point things out so you guys can see that, the crease. And I don't know if you guys can see it that well on your end, but on my end, you can definitely see it. I'm investing right now into more equipment for my videos, so that way I can show you guys things up close and personal. So just bear with me. I will soon have everything the way that I want it, so that way I can do proper reviews. But right now I have this, and I'm getting as close as I can to show you guys, okay? Okay guys, so now I am going in with a black eyeliner from Unique. And I really like some of their makeup. I explained on another video my affiliation with Unique, or my my old affiliation with Unique. But this eyeliner is amazing. The payoff is really lit. I really like it. And I'm just gonna put that on my waterline just to make my eyes pop a little bit more. And I'm just gonna take the foundation brush. Since this concealer is like really light coverage, I am wanting to press that setting powder into the concealer to set it, because as I'm showing you guys here, it is definitely creasing. It's creasing. It's getting into all of my fine lines and things like that, and I don't like that. I like full coverage. I don't like mistakes being shown. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Pressed Powder, and I am going to take that and put that over my face just to add a little bit more coverage to my face because of the issue with the concealers. Now, I don't understand why they didn't keep the same consistency with the concealers as they did with the foundation. If they would have stayed on that mark, it would have been a more better review. And that's just my opinion on it. Once again, I am going to try using the concealers again off camera on my own. And I will leave it in the comments if I see a difference with the concealers. But for right now, I am just letting you guys know that it isn't worth the money, not the concealers. I really am not all big on the foundation either, because of how it applied to my skin. But for the most part, it's okay. And I am the type of person who thought concealers and foundations of the same brand should work together, and these do not. And that's just a side note for you guys. And right now I am going in with some highlighter, and I am just applying it to my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose. I'm also going to do the tip of my nose as well, and right above my lips. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to take a chocolate liner, which has been one of my favorite liners. I think I might have used this liner in majority of my videos. That's crazy. I need to switch up. Don't judge me, guys. But I am going to line my lips with that, and then I'm going to apply some coconut oil on my lips just to give it a little glossy look. I don't want to take away from the shadow. That's why I am only using gloss and liner. And I really like the ombre effect that it gives when I do this routine here. And that is pretty much it. Those are my opinions on the review. I do not approve of it only because of the foundations. The freaking foundation actually is okay. It's okay. But I would not use that on an average day. It would not probably get, it wouldn't get picked up for sure. After I review it. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. And I am just going to fan my face dry. And thank you guys so much for watching. This is the overall finished look, and I will see you guys on my next video.